Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you're new to this channel, welcome. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. It's going to be collective readings, all right. And, woo! Gunshot. Honestly, I can hear as soon as I started this video, I heard this song. It's called My Favorite Thing by Silverchair. And it's like, it's a really beautiful song. Like Daniel Johns, through his career, he started 16 years old, he made Frog Stomp. So he was like a baby. As he grew up, he really matured. And My Favorite Thing is one of the sweetest songs in the world. The one so I done. He has such a beautiful voice. Oh, Monsieur Daniel Johns. He's so into himself, though. That guy's fucking celebrities are just losing their minds right now, you know? Like, oh. And like, I get it. Okay, let's do this first reading. Fuck. Is that the moon? The Tower. Straight out the get-go. Oh my gosh, collective. Something is coming down. All right. But what's weird, as I said the Tower, I got a fucking MC Hammer. Can't touch this. So riddle me that. Who can't be touched? Feelings. Okay. Okay. Nine of Cups. A story of a wish come true. Okay, I feel like somebody's tower is about to come down. All right. Air. Oh, don't be afraid. No need to fright. Imagination, sacred sight. Time to believe, for this is the key. Unleash your gift. Trust what you see. Oh my God. Okay. Magical as fuck. Magical as fuck. Okay. So what I kind of feel like is going on here is I feel like somebody is about to like lose their tower. So a tower could be, you know, multiple things. I'm finding recently it could literally be somebody's like mental state. Okay, so somebody's tower is about to come down. And they think you care. What up? Hello. I was not expecting anybody in the chat. So hello, everybody. I did not notice. I hope you're all having a fantastic day. It is the beginning of my day, so it's already been a good day. Okay, so we have Hex that just revealed its pretty little fucking pussy. Don't be fearful. Instead, be strong and turn any negative into a positive personal power. This is the time where you take stand and say no more. Oh my God, that's what I'm saying. Okay, so whoever this fucking tower is coming down on, Okay. They plan to feed off of your energy to make like if they were going to lose their house or something, they'd call you up and be like, I'm about to lose my house. I need this and this and this. Will you help me? And you're like, no. Okay. They're going to try to appeal to your feelings. Okay. So they might be like, well, I'm a single woman, or I'm a single parent, or I'm this, I'm that. It's like, yeah, but you saw this coming. Like, oh, you're in Canada too? Ooh, Canada up in his, Jesus, you guys just blew up. Okay. So they might try to like appease to your senses or something like that. And when you don't give in to them, when you say like, I'm not fucking paying your bills, like I don't have any money for you. Like, I don't know why this person automatically assumes that you're going to either take them in, give them money, or save them in some way. Okay, it's like there's trying to say that you need to have feelings for them. Like, no, there's luck. So there isn't, okay, so fun fact for you. Universe wants you to know there's some type of abundance coming in for you. And this person whose tower is about to come down wants a piece of that abundance. So if they can get back into your life, then they can be a part of what's coming in for you. But if this person's never supported you and they are always basically feeding off of your energy, then of course they would want a piece of this. Like, they know exactly when the right time is to come in, because this tower has probably come down on them a few times. And as soon as abundance was lined up to come in for you, they wanted a piece of it. So they would, have a meltdown or something, make you pay for something, you get an advance. Suddenly now you're paying for their taxes or some bullshit like that. You're always saving them, right? Because of these feelings. I feel like the feelings are more like loyalty than anything. My left side is going off, and that's not a good thing. That's someone's talking shit. I think someone's talking shit about me right now. And the thing would be like them. Okay. People talk shit about people all the time. I'm not really concerned. But the thing is that I feel like this person has been talking shit about you. Okay. And the ether has heard them. And they expect you to come in and save them after they've been talking so much shit about you, so much smack about you. Like, but you're going to come in and save them? Who the fuck do they think they are? I'm holding this card in my hand. Look at the eyes staring. Like, the eyes were staring at me. Okay. Hello, Diane. All right. With the fucking werewolf right there. Oh, that's the Candyman card, forbidden. Okay, so you're going to forbid them from coming back into your life. Okay, they are not to get a piece of this pie. So Spirit wants you to keep a distance from them. And oh my God, my sister and I went out for lunch the other day. And I was like, we were driving. I decided to take the slow way home. And we passed this like fucking really awesome ghetto restaurant. So I'm like, yo, we should eat here. We ate, and she was just adamant on getting pie at the end. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I don't ever usually think of dessert like that, So she was like thinking about pie the whole time. Pie. I'm like, fucking Courtney. And then at the end, we're going to pay the bill. She's like, shit, I forgot the pie. I'm like, oh my God, what is this pie? Then we get the pie home, and it was nothing special. And she was so let down by it, but she needed to buy the pie. Okay. For some fucking reason. I don't know what it was, but it's almost like, when they say you can't have the cake and eat it too, I don't know what that means. I don't know why people say that, but this is like that person. They want your cake or your pie or that's your abundance. Okay. And they can't have it. Therefore, you have to take it. Okay. And there was this reader online who has been getting really, really high donations. And so she said the other day, I don't know, they must be high. I mean, because like what she says, she had to address this person who was donating to her, because she said that this person was spending so much money that she was like, I love that you're sending it to me, but like, please, stop. Like, you don't need to send me that much money. Like, it's okay, And as she was saying that, I said, send it to me. I said, send it all to me. I need those donations. I need that money. I need all of that to me. And it was like almost like an exchange, because now if she doesn't need it, I do. So I'm like, right. So now, like my whole life, okay, for the most part, my parents said that I didn't need anything. Right? I didn't need to get my back checked, didn't need to get my head looked at, didn't need to get my body looked at, I didn't need anything. I was just a normal kid. I need to shut the fuck up and just do what they said. But actually, I was kind of like special needs. I had scoliosis at a very young age. I think I twisted my spine when I was about 5 years old. So I dealt with scoliosis like for 15 years under my parents' roof, having like chronic headaches, chronic migraines because of my spine. They always blamed it on something else. It was always my fault. And then because of how many pills I took, I developed Crohn's disease because I massively burnt the interior of my stomach. But again, I was fine. Okay. I was not special. I did not need anything above what they needed. But I did. Okay. So that's the thing, is they were basing their feelings off of taking things away from me, telling them that they needed it and they worked hard. So they needed to go on vacation. They needed to spend their money how they wanted. I didn't give a fuck. Like they didn't give a fuck. Okay. So maybe that's somebody's disillusion coming to life of being like, wow, I had an extremely large amount of responsibility and I didn't do anything for it. But the thing is that these people are still trying to get their cups filled from you. So I don't even think they realize what they're doing. And I don't think they're ever going to realize what they're doing. Like they have forbidden you. And then I just looked at the word luck, from having your own luck. Like, what does that mean? Empress in reverse. Like I kind of feel like they were not ready. Oh, that seems freezing. They were not ready to take something and they did. And I feel like you were ready for something and they said you weren't. They I don't know, man, fucking put you on fire or something like that. Now I'm getting liar, liar, pants on fire. Like what, they set you ablaze? That's what I'm getting from that passion card. I'm like, yo, they used fire in a very wrong way. Okay. And that hurt you. It's like the pot calling the kettle black. Like, yo, you're both black, you morons. Page of Pentacles now. I think this person was very juvenile. Okay. They obviously had a lot of hopes and dreams, okay, for their money, but then they empressed in reverse. Okay. And then there's the Fool card. Oh, look at that Fool card with this Two of Pentacles in reverse underneath. And then the Three of Wands. Like they made spontaneous moves with money that did not work out. Okay, so that's why this tower is coming down. Actually, I was watching a Friends episode last night, and Monica has not had a job for a while, and she starts trading stocks, and she runs out of money. She loses it all, and she asks Rachel for money, and Rachel says no, and she's like, well, if you say no, I'm gonna have to get this job, and I'm gonna have to, because now she has to wear fake boobs and dance around on a table and stuff like that, and she didn't want to do it. She thought she was too good to do it, but she ran out of resources, so she has to do it. So now I'm kind of feeling like, I've been rewatching Friends that I haven't watched in 20 years, and I'm not gonna lie, these episodes are lining up with the tarot readings. Okay. It's really fucked up, because I'm thinking wow, I was forced to watch that show as a kid that was completely inappropriate, that I hated it for 20 years. And now that I'm rewatching it as an adult and not a kid, I'm like, there's a lot in that show that's extremely inappropriate, extremely illuminating, and 100% the truth, okay, about how fucked up this world is. So it's really kind of ironic that that's what happened in last night's episode, and this is what's going on now. It's her tower was coming down. She was not going to be able to pay her rent. Right. And then she was trying to appeal to Rachel's feelings, pay my bills, pay my bills. You hexted your money, by fucking putting it into the stock exchange and thinking that money just grows on trees and you can just replenish your funds all the time. Like, no, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. And some people have to learn the hard way, right? That when they, like, because I mean, she already got an advance from her brother, right? So she was already building up debt because her, you know, money that she put away was long gone. So it's like, if this person has not planned for a rainy day, okay, they spontaneously make moves with the little money that they have, and they think they're, you know, one step to financial freedom, and then it all backfires. So I feel like they could be putting their money in lottery tickets. Okay, you know, everybody wants to get rich. Okay, so they spend hundreds and thousands of dollars a year trying to win free money that doesn't work. Okay, I literally watched a guy on the internet the other day scratch, like, I don't know, 50 scratch cards in a row because he bought like a stack. I don't know how that works, but he bought a stack, bought a whole box of them, I think. Anyways, gave them out to his family. He took a chunk. His family took a chunk, blah, blah, blah. Yo, he did the whole fucking stack and none of them won. Okay, just a normal plain Jane scratch ticket, nothing fucking special, you know, something you would pay like $7-8 for in the store, and not one of them won. Not one of them? Like, how rigged is that? Like, how many times do you think you're gonna win money? Like, and then all those idiots at the gas station that you have to stand behind for 10 minutes because they're cashing in all their fucking encores. I'm just like, I want to fucking kill them all. I want to look at all of them and say, like, do you really think you're gonna get rich? Honestly. Like, and then what do you plan on doing? Like, do you just want to sit around? Is that what people want to do? They just want to sit around and be rich? Like, is that what it is? I don't know why people want to just get rich. Like, why? What is it that you want to do? Do you want to travel? You know you can travel on a budget. Like, what it is, you want to sit around? Like, you can sit around for like 16 hours of the day. All you have to do is work 8, if that's the case. Okay, like, I just don't understand. Like, if people just figured out what it is that they wanted, okay, then, I mean, do you know how much fun work is when you actually do work you want to do? Like, I love doing tarot. It's like an addiction in my blood, okay? If I can't read tarot, especially online or something, I start to like kind of go insane, all right? I always had this like vision, and it was weird because another lady on my last channel had the same vision, and she goes, why do I feel like one day you're going to live on the road and take your channel with you? And the ironic thing about her saying that was, because I do this online, I can live anywhere. I can travel and do tarot readings as long as I have Wi-Fi or the internet. Because like right now I'm taking Wi-Fi from my neighbor because I don't have any internet enough for my phone because of power outage. But I have internet everywhere. Like, I could just add internet, but like my plan renews in 2 days. So why am I just going to add internet if I can just use his Wi-Fi? But like, I can work anywhere. And that's the awesome thing about people who take their, you know, trades on the road. You don't have to be segregated to one spot and one spot only. That's why it's like, why do you want to be rich? Like, is it just to sit around and get fat? Because guaranteed they're already fat, you know, like sit around and drink. You already sit around and drink. Like, do you want to fish all day? Yo, you got 2 days on the weekend on like full that you can fish. I don't understand, right? If you work properly, then you don't have to work 5 days a week. I'm just like, what is it with people? Because like, what is it with this person that they can't get their structure stabilized, that they have to keep coming and filling their cup and their money up with other people, or these like get rich fast schemes, like put $500 in, get 5,000 back. Like, you know, that's a scheme. Like, there's no way that the world is out to get you rich, okay? Because it's not. And it's like an illusion if you think that it is. You have to work massively hard for your fucking money. It doesn't just roll in because you think you're entitled or that's what you see in the world. Like, maybe these people see people that don't go to work. Well, if they're not going to work, then guaranteed they're working online. They're working from home. So is that what it is? You want to get rich so you can start a company on your own? I can tell you this right now. You do not need to be rich to start a company. I started this YouTube in an apartment in Calgary And I don't even think I had a job at the time. I wouldn't have had money because I, whatever, and didn't have anything. I had like one deck of cards. Like, and I can do readings without fucking cards. I don't need cards. I can just pick up energy, but I choose to read cards because, whatever, it's right in front of me and, the devil fucking talks to you. So I just prefer to see it than to, feel it. But like, you don't need money to fucking start something. That's why people start businesses, is so then they make money. I just feel like somebody's just really got their ass backwards about something. There's the 4 cups in reverse. And it's because they can't give themselves anything. Okay. Because they are used to people giving it to them. Right? Like they're constantly used to being coddled, I guess. Their bills get paid for them. Everything gets taken care of. People always, from the looks of it, save their ass like massively. Okay, 8 of Wands in reverse with the 8 of Pentacles in reverse with the World. So their shit is now going nowhere. Okay, they're going nowhere. This is done. If they're siphoning money off your inheritance or from your parents or from your grandparents to continually fucking run it into the ground, like my sister's ex-husband's brother would get into these $20,000-$30,000 schemes, lose all of his money, and because his mother was this like big shot fucking lawyer in Toronto, she just bailed her son out all the time. Like $20,000, $30,000, $40,000, whatever it is that Noah would rack up in these fucking schemes on the side of the road, thinking that he was going to get rich. It was always about how this stupid kid thought he was going to get rich, but yet he had to invest all the money he had before he got anything. Like, you don't see a little bit of a problem with that, considering you're not the CEO. Okay, so there's the 8 of Cups. Yo, we got 888. Boom. Okay, with the World right in the middle. And I saw 8s all this morning. I was looking at my clock and it was like 8:28 at 88%. And then once it changed, it was like 8:48 at 81%. So I've been seeing 8s all morning. Okay. And actually I had my snake out. She put herself in a figure 8. And like she likes to do that. She likes to like hide in herself and stuff. So she fucking did all this like weird voodoo shit on my hand. And I was like, what did you just create? She likes to create things. I tell you, she's a funny snake. She always does this shit on my hands. And I'm like, what are you doing? And she'll put me in, I call it Demonica handcuffs, because she'll put my hands together and then she'll squeeze so tight. I'll be like, what the fuck? She's a funny snake. She put herself in a figure 8 today. Okay, so there's something with 8. And 8 is infinity. Okay, so once the World comes and the 8 of Cups comes, you walk away. You walk towards something way deeper than these people. Okay, whatever the fuck these people are on. Walk away from that shit. Okay, and hold on to your money, because it does have something to do with your money. And the thing is that it's not even a lot of money. So why are they fucking with it so much? Okay, if it's not even a lot of money, like, why are they fucking with it? Why can't they just give it to you? That doesn't make sense, okay? So there's the star. Okay, 17, which I've been seeing a lot too, the number 17 everywhere. 17, 17, or 17 and then 17. Oh, it's just fun. I have 17s everywhere as well. Okay, so there's 9, 5, and the Emperor. So 9 of Cups, 5 of Swords with the Emperor. So now it's like you want to go deeper. And the passion to go deeper is the thing that makes you realize that, yes, you need to hold on to money, but you also need to spend it. It needs to be moving in your life at all times. Okay, which is why the star is activated by majority of water. Ever flow, ever grow, ever, like it can't just stay constricted in your life, right? So then the 9 of Cups is like, now you give yourself some things that you wanted, considering somebody has taken things away from you for so long and like telling you that you don't need it. You do need it. Okay. Like people who say like, and like I find my sister doing this all the time. I'm like trying to get us to stop doing this. I'll be like, oh, do you want, Like if I didn't finish a donut, or usually I don't finish things. So I'll be like, oh, do you want the end of this? Or, oh, do you want this? Or do you want that? And she's always like, no, it's okay. It's yours. No, it's okay. I'm not hungry. I'm like, Courtney, like I know you're hungry. Like I know you are. And she's like, okay. So from now on, I told ourselves that we have to have a no jar, that we have to put $1 in the no jar when we say no, when we really mean yes. Because that really is something that, like, we never got what we wanted, ever. They asked us what we wanted. We said what we wanted. They gave us something else. They always changed what we wanted. They always told us we didn't matter, right? That what we wanted didn't matter. It was what they wanted to give us, right? It was all about saving money, or you're not worth it, or I need money for this. Like, you know, somebody really, you know, this is a lot of like shit that usually we carry from childhood. People who watch us and abuse us, okay? And they know the positions that they're in, and they choose to do things anyways, and then they fucking feed off your feelings afterwards, like, well, I'm your father, I'm your mother, I'm your grandmother. Like, who gives a shit? You didn't care back in the day. Like, now my stepmother's really so pissed off that I tell the fucking world the kind of skank she is, and I'm like, what did you expect? All you did was talk about me to your friends. All you did was talk shit. You fucking ran your mouth for 39 years about me. Now I'm finally opening up my mouth about you. Like, you fucking deserve. She deserves, 40 years of me talking trash about her. I'm not going to. I'll maybe make it a year talking about her, and then it'll be over with. I won't be able to talk about her anymore because I don't fucking want to. She wanted to brand me as a bad person. She wanted to talk shit about me, okay? Because she was so juvenile in her own head that by talking shit about me, it made her feel better about herself, okay? So the Ace of Cups is here because now you're giving yourself this. This is you getting out of whatever the fuck this twisted shit is. Like an Empress in reverse. Oof. Okay, and then the Knight of Wands in reverse. And then the shadows, like, what the fuck? These people are hiding so much energy in their shadows that again, that's why they get so angry with you when you do stuff, because this is pent up rage that is displacement. Like, it's for somebody else, and yet they don't understand what displacement is. They don't understand that they're taking the shit out on somebody when really it's the person that they're standing in front of every day that they need to fucking yell at. It's the person who, literally who's been fucking with your whole life, right in front of you, the person you've been giving excuses about every single day, right? That's the person that, for the most part, people have a very hard time focusing their energy on the main source. It's always, derailed, and I don't really quite understand why people want to protect the main monster that's created everything, and why they pick off the victims, right? Knowing that they're a victim themselves, but yet they plead to the bitter sense of the monster. It's just so, I just don't understand what people don't stop until she breaks. Oh, I know, right? That's the thing, is I feel like there's a lot of collective right now that what they're going to end up doing, and I mean, people have been doing it since the dawn of time, is slowly breaking people down, because like once you find your voice, once you start speaking, I mean, it's really hard to get people to shut up because they haven't spoken for their whole lives. You can't just expect them to say a couple things and then walk away like you deserve it, when like some of these people, they have talked about you for what is now like centuries. I literally remember my father saying, be like, what do you talk to your friends about? And he'd be like, well, you. And then like even his fucking little bitch ass wife would say that, well, we talk about you guys. We talk about you guys and how great you're doing and your accomplishments and blah, blah, blah. Like, no, you fucking don't. Like, not about our accomplishments. That's for damn sure. Like, she fucking wants to jerk off her own son, but like, guaranteed she wasn't fucking saying nice things about me or my sister. She was fucking running her dirty, trashy, fucking redneck mouth. Ugh. Oof. Gross. You know what I mean? Fucking people are gross. Doesn't even matter if they shower every day. My father brushes his teeth every day, and yet his breath smells like death. We call him Mr. Halitosis of the breath, because he has told so many lies his whole life that his breath smells like dog shit. It has my whole life. My dad's breath has never smelled good. Ever. It's disgusting. And I feel like that's what you get for being a lying sack of shit. You get fucking nasty breath, and your wife can make out and lick it all up for you for all I fucking care. It's fucking gross. Ew, I wouldn't even like want to drive his truck because I'd get into his truck and it would just smell like bad breath. Ugh, couldn't fucking breathe. He was so nasty. Woo! We got Capricorn, 4th house with the moon. I finally got everything that I need to start my little astronomy program at home, so I won't be busting out my cheat. Actually, I'm probably going to have cheat sheets for a while. Okay, people, I'm not a good memorizer because this isn't school. This is for fun, but you know what I mean. Okay, so I just moved that by accident. Okay, that was Capricorn. 4th house is the house of Cancer. 4th house of Cancer, heritage, roots, childhood, and youth influences. Wasn't I just talking about Daniel Johns? I've been talking about fucking Silverchair for the last couple of days. And I mean, I listened to, that was my very first concert, 1997. I went and saw Silverchair in Toronto at Arrow Hall. Oh my God, I can't believe I remember what the hall was called. Wow. I was 11 years old. All I can remember is everybody being so much taller than me, and I couldn't see shit. That was my very first concert. Wow. Actually, my very first concert was Bryan Adams. That was with my father. But my actual concert, that was Silverchair for sure. Your youth is coming up. Let's try the box. Let's see what the box has to say. Upside down Ace of Cups. Are you so afraid of crashing that it keeps you from riding altogether? The upside down Ace of Cups suggests that you aren't even entertaining the idea of exploring something new and instead are closed off, focusing on everything that could go wrong. Okay, so that is kind of true. I mean, with the moon and Capricorn would be a lot of the devil. The moon is all Pisces energy. So it's like somebody is illusioned under believing that something is going to go so wrong that they're not even going to try to do it. Book of Shadows with Secret. Okay, see, the secret is Knight of Wands. You actually are more scared to love it and it not loving you back than anything. Okay? So, we have contemplation. And so shall it be. Spirit is really activating your gift of foresight right now to be able to sit and think about what it is that you want. Okay? There's the 3 of Swords. It's like somebody's been hurt. Okay, and because they were hurt in the past, they don't want to try again. Okay, but I mean, the whole point of the past is to say that, I mean, the past only repeats itself if you repeat yourself. So there's the King of Pentacles. So it's like, if what if majority of the reason why the relationship in the past went wrong was because of the fact that maybe you didn't see things for the way that they really were. Maybe you kept secrets. Maybe you didn't go all in. Maybe you kept 1 foot out and 1 foot in, and that's what hurt the relationship. So you have to think about not what the other person did. What did you do that affected the relationship? Okay, because guaranteed you were not perfect. Okay, so don't think about not going for something because it could happen the same way that it did. If you approach it differently and act differently, then it might go exactly the way that you want. Okay, so there's a spell with manifestation. Like, you're manifesting this. This is what you want. So as it comes to you, to start rejecting it is that rejection is coming from a place from the past. It's not about what's going on now. It's about what already happened. Evil distractions. See, you're distracting yourself with the evilness that happened already. It's already been done. It's not going to happen again unless you do what you did again. And unless you're going down the same path with the same person, right? Like, if none of you guys have changed, then yeah, absolutely, this is going to be a fucking disaster. But if you've spent years apart and you can physically see the changes in both of you, then why wouldn't you want to go? Then you're reaching out from a place of fear. That's all. It's just fear. Fear is a false illusion. There it is, okay? Assuming, and there's the moon again, that it's going to go wrong. Why are you automatically assuming it's going to go wrong? Like, don't you want it to work? Because if you want it to work, it can work. I mean, things might happen. It's like getting a car you've always wanted. Okay, so I've always wanted an El Camino. Okay, always. I've always wanted one. And my father said to me, well, good luck with one of those. I mean, you're going to have to marry a mechanic, blah, blah, blah. And like, I really believed him on that and said to myself, like, okay, I would have to marry a fucking genius mechanic in order to have the car that I wanted. Why can't I be the genius mechanic that the car needs? I always wanted to be a mechanic. Okay. My father could have taught me so much about vehicles, and he didn't. He acted like I was supposed to be a girl. Okay, well, women can be mechanics too. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? There are female mechanics out there. There's some of the best female mechanics in Northern Ontario, to be honest. Fun fact for you, okay? So, like, fuck you. Like, why is it only for fucking men? This isn't a men-only world, okay? Pretty sure we need bitches here, or nobody would be here, okay? So there's Bagul. Again, childhood dreams crushed. What if your childhood dream was to become a singer? Okay, it doesn't matter. You don't gotta be Lady Gaga, okay? But who says that you can't go on the road? Like, there's one of my favorite bands is called NQR Buckle, and they're based out of Toronto. And he didn't go mainstream, never wanted to. The guy wants to be in a fucking band. He doesn't want to be known around the world, okay? He's a very reserved individual. His band is small and it's beautiful and it doesn't have to be exploited, right? Why, like, you know, he makes money how he wants to play his band, right? Do they have other jobs? Yes. Okay. And that's another one of my favorite bands, From Autumn to Ashes. They were a band back in the day, but they still do concerts. Okay, another one of my bands from back in the day, Brand New, they broke up for a while. There was some scandalous shit that happened in the band, and now they're getting back together, and fucking all the smoke's blown over. Now they can make music again. It's like, you know, you only stop yourself when you're hearing everybody else. Like, and people are going to tell you that you can't do shit. Like, they're going to tell you, fucking sit down, you suck, your voice is shitty, you can't draw, you can't do this. But, like, doesn't mean you have to listen to them. G-O-D on the bottom. Okay? God's organized destruction. Like, oh, look at that with the heart underneath. Okay? It's almost like sometimes we have to lose things to fight for them. There's the spider. Okay? Like, because, I mean, if something comes back to you that you were evilly distracted out of, and you're assuming that because you were evilly distracted out of it, it's not for you, no. I mean, somebody pulled a fast one on you, okay? And you needed to mend your heart. Okay, somebody really needed to work with their heart, okay, and take out these battle wounds from a long time ago and realize that there's so much more to life than carrying around baggage, okay, of like what people said and shit. Like, you're the only one. Like, look at this. Oh my God, I didn't even realize. And look at how, man, I almost drew. There's my heart, okay, and then there's the heart from the Nightmare Before Christmas deck. I mean, they're kind of a lot similar, right? Just saying, they kind of look a little bit similar in shape, So it's like, you know, the swords are out. The swords are out. Okay? They don't need to be fucking piercing in there, fucking with your shit. Okay? They don't need to be there. They're not supposed to be there. There's the eyeglasses. It's like Spirit is like, look at this shit differently, son. Put your fucking glasses on and look. Okay? Because maybe you need a new pair of glasses. Maybe you need to update your prescription, or, you know, go to another eye exam. Okay? Like, fucking fix your glasses, because whatever this is that somebody's telling you can't do, Jesus. That was like the slowest, most uncomfortable burp that just came from God knows where. My God, that was inappropriate. It's like, you know, it takes a very long time to heal yourself. And, you know, don't get distracted by things that you lost in the past. I mean, you lost them for a reason. Fucking move on, right? Can't concentrate on that shit. There's Brandon Lee with old Sherlock. I feel like someone's been watching Sherlock. This is the British version of Sherlock. I don't watch the American version of many things. British version of Sherlock. And Sherlock is a fucking genius, okay? I mean, the way that he looks at things, the way that he actually takes his time, and he looks at the things that nobody can solve, okay? Because, I mean, now I'm getting Be Real. There's a part of this song, one of my favorite Be Real, one of my favorite Cypress Hill songs, and he goes, he needed to learn how to out-rap himself, because he was getting to a point where he was so good at it that he could beat everybody. And then he was like, okay, this is just boring now. Okay, so he needed a way to outdo himself. Okay, and that's what Sherlock does. I mean, that's what Brandon does. I mean, it's all like, it's a revenge, okay? And when something gets taken, or when you've got to figure out, right, because you're the most expertise, okay, in the room, once you figure it out, it's going to be like, people are not going to be able to say shit to you anymore, because they took your dreams and they dumped them on you. Okay, like, you can't do this, our family doesn't do that, you can't do this. Look at Mother Nature's wrath. Like, I feel like eventually, if you don't do it, you're going to get fucking pissed off at yourself. There's only going to be you to blame, because people can only hold you back from shit for as long as you let them. Okay, God's organized destruction tells you that it's literally lined up to be organized destruction. You have to take down this old self-esteem, or this old like paradigm that you've locked yourself in, right? That like, love only hurts, or when I sing, people make fun of me. Like, who gives a shit? People make fun of me on here all the time, okay? Like, I mean, you got to build your confidence, because there's always going to be the weak individuals that see somebody strong and think that they're weak, because they're doing things that the weak will never do. They'll never even walk down that path. They don't even know what the path looks like, okay? So whether or not people hate you, why the fuck do you care, okay? Because there's going to be people who love you. There's always going to be people who love you. Always. Okay. And then that's the fought tooth and nail, because if people see the fight in you, they recognize the fight in themselves no matter what. So once they see the fight in other people that they see in themselves, they know what you're capable of doing. The people who don't see shit in you is because they don't see shit in themselves. So how are they going to see it in you? That's why you had to look farther than what you can see, into different realms, past people's, you know, mirages that they're a happy person, or that they love you, or that they truly have your best interests at heart, while they're destroying your life. Like, you're the one that has to read in between the lines of your own life, right? And like, people will talk shit about you just to get people not to show up. Okay, there was this one lady I watched, she was doing an art opening and nobody showed up. Nobody. And I was like, oh my God, almost made me cry, because I'm thinking like, but that's only going to make her stronger, because nobody showed up. Then clearly there was something that she didn't do right. Okay, she needs to either, you know, advertise it more, get more word out on the street, okay? Like, but everything is a stepping stone. Like, is she just gonna stop at that show and be like, I'm never gonna do it again? Because if she does, then she's not ready for rejection. Okay, rejection makes people stop trying. Okay, when rejection is supposed to improve your skills, it's supposed to make you stronger, it's supposed to, like, any, like, people can reject, like, my sister, she rejects food I make sometimes, Not very often because I'm a pretty good cook. But if there is something she doesn't like, she actually she eats it anyways. That was a bad analogy, Spirit. I'm like, God damn, I'm a good cook. She never spits anything out. But if she didn't like something, she would still eat it because she knows how hard I worked on it. And even if she doesn't like it all the way, she'll just slap some barbecue sauce on it and eat it anyways. Okay, so it's like, trust me. But then there'd be those people that I might give some of my food to, and they're like, spit it out in my face. Okay, I can handle that. Okay, I can handle that. If you can handle rejection, you got this. Because I don't really think there's any going to be any rejection anyways. And like, life comes with rejection. Okay, literally, life has rejection in its grasp every day. Whether you're rejected, as like the last, you're waiting in line to get your oil changed, and you finally get up to you and you get rejected. Okay, that happened to me. I went to a drive-through to get a sub, and because we didn't have any power in the town, I waited for 45 minutes, and they never turned their drive-through back on because there were 500 people in the store. So I got rejected. Okay, did I cry? No. Did I move on? Yes. Okay, because that's the thing, is like, the analogy can be whatever it is in your life. It can be, this, that, the other, right? It's hard to pinpoint where Spirit needs you to address something, but as long as you are jamming with the reading, or it's resonating in some way, then you'll know where you're holding yourself back. Like, even with tattooing, like, okay, like my stepmother just always said, like, I was just shitty at everything. Okay. And so when I started painting, I really had to like get away from her because she doesn't have any sense of imagination whatsoever. Okay. And even if it's not, straight to the truth, she always wants me jumping through hoops. She never wants me to use the tricks and the trades that artists use. She wants me to do it from scratch all the time. She says that I try to, take the easy steps and everything. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? I've never done that in my life ever. So when I started teaching myself how to paint, I started teaching myself how to draw. And then I realized I'm actually a really good artist. I can draw really well, to the point where I stopped drawing really well because I just don't want to draw that good. That's not what drawing is about to me. I want it more as like, I want to live between the lines of drawing. I don't want it to necessarily always be realistic. Okay. I don't need it to be, right. And then as I started getting better with that, I said, fuck it. I'm going to just get a tattoo gun, and I'm just going to draw, and I'm going to put on what I do. And if my skin rejects it, or if I'm shitty at it, at least I tried. And that was something that I never thought I would do, because my parents have never been those type of parents that support you and that, see the things that you do and, upbeat them, like they never saw the things that we could do spiritually as gifts. It was more like, that's not the real world. That's not how you make money. That's not this. That's not that. It was so restrictive, right? So like, you've lived with parents like that literally said, like, what do you think you're going to do? Just make money painting? What do you think you're going to do? You're going to be on the streets. You're going to be that. The whole point of them rejecting your idea was because they didn't want to have to fucking take care of you if it didn't work out. They didn't want to have you living under their roof in your 30s while you were still trying to put it together. A lot of parents, they want you out. 18 years old, they want you out. They don't want you fucking around anymore. Like, you can fucking go out there in the real world and die for all they care. Get the fuck out of their house, right? A lot of parents don't see it as, well, it's my kid's house too. Like, just because we don't pay the rent. Well, we're children. We didn't sign the lease. We didn't buy the fucking house. Why do you want us to pay for it? I'm 8 years old. Okay, so whatever it is like, you're allowed to have dreams. And I mean, and now that you're an older person, right? It's like those dreams now can become reality, but they're on your dime. Okay, so now that they're on your dime, why does it give a fuck what they say? It's not their money. It's not their time. It's not their life, right? They don't have to drive you around. So if you get any fucking lip from these people, You just shut them right down because it's not any of their fucking business. I feel like we feel like we have to be loyal to people and like because they say they love us, we have to listen to them. And it's like, well, if you truly loved me, why aren't you listening to me? Why are you making me listen to you about my dreams? Kind of seems a little fucked up, right? 49-34. I'm going to take a break. Ooh, it's Friday. Ooh, ooh, ooh. You guys got any big plans for the weekend? My sister's working double shifts all weekend, so I'll be here doing absolutely jack shit. Just working. Always working. All right. Shake, rattle, and roll. No one's doing jack shit for the weekend? We're all in this together, people. Don't remember. Here we go. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Ooh, that's pretty. We have seeds. That's the seed of life there in the middle. Then we have chamomile. With a blown out candle. This card is sticking out. A cup of tea! I love when the cup of tea comes out with an herb card that you would put in a tea. It's freaking hilarious, these cards. Okay, so we've got gentleness, relaxation, sleep, new ideas, hope, mind opening with patience, reassessment. Okay, so I feel like somebody is coming out from a very long rest, relaxation, sleep period. Okay, the way that I see these is kind of like past, present, future. Okay, so in the past, you've been like relaxing, taking really good care of yourself, being very gentle to yourself. Okay, not yelling at yourself, not judging yourself, just fucking living nice, smooth little winter, okay? And then with seeds, now in the present moment, something as I'm reading open-mindedness, I'm literally rubbing my third eye. So somebody could be activating their third eye. Okay. And that's giving them new hope because it's giving them insight. It's giving them a way to see the future or to begin to feel something that has them connected to the future. Because in the future, we have patience with reassessment, which means I kind of feel like you're bringing the past into the future. Okay. Because if the chamomile is in the past and then you put it in the tea in the future, because, oh my God, look that's a little chamomile, flower floating in the tea, because look, that's the same flower, motherfucker. Okay, so it's like you bring the past into the future, you bring this gentleness into the future with you as this new thing opens. Okay, so there could possibly be like a flood of new ideas coming out of your life, and it all stems off of the cycle that you just went through. High Priestess, yeah. So it's almost like it's High Priestess in reverse, because I do kind of feel like there is a possibility that you were doing something subconsciously. Okay, like you were resting subconsciously, right? Because this next phase that's coming in your life is going to involve a lot of energy, right? So if you just that's why, I mean, now I'm getting bears, you know, that's why bears sleep in the winter, because their life in the summer, their life in general is so unbelievably hard, right? That it's not easy being a bear, that they do need to sleep for a couple months just to gain their strength back. Okay, so maybe you had to gain your strength back for this new idea, for this new thing to break free, which is the Six of Wands. Something that you think is going to be unsuccessful is actually really going to be quite the change in your life. Ace of Presents, that's what I'm talking about. And then Six of Swords. So something's going to be starting. That's a seed again, okay? Something's going on here. I don't know what it is, but I don't like it. Sorry, something's like trying to give me a headache and it's not going to work, so they can fuck off. So like something's going to be healed, okay? That's what's going to, this new seed is bringing an extreme amount of like movement forward. Okay, so this the gentleness, sleep, relaxation period was to heal, and now you get to move forward in like double six energy, 6-6 with the seed in the middle. It's gonna the seed is gonna be protected, and now I see the way that the sixes would go is like 1 6 would be here, the other 6 would be, you know, kind of upside down, which would make the 69 like the Cancer. Okay, so this is going to be divinely protected by some type of Cancerian energy, which could be the moon. Let's see what the old dice say. The sun was Scorpio in the 7th house. Okay, so a lot of blessings, okay, with the Scorpio energy of change, transformation, drastic transformation. 7th house, Libra, partnerships. Relationships we seek out. Okay, so there's something very balancing coming in, something coming into your life that's reflects a lot of who you are. Okay, and that's what helps transform your life with this Ace of Pentacles. So I think you're probably might be planting this seed with somebody else. And that's where you get the patience in the future, because the patience comes from the past, right? Of sleeping. It's almost like, you know, it's not easy to work with other people. It's not easy. Like, you know, people might think it's the easiest thing to live with my sister. It's not all the time. Okay. It isn't. Like, I mean, we have to bite our tongues and we have to, you know, try really hard to be a team together, to be roommates. You know, like we both pull our weight, we both clean as much as we can, and we take turns doing things subconsciously that we don't even know that we're doing, right? Like we make a good team because we've been in this for a while together, and I don't want a sloppy teammate, you know, like it's not easy. But again, I guess with your siblings, you know, you can be really honest with them. That's what I feel, right? So I can tell my sister things that she does that piss me off. And like, sometimes it goes over well and sometimes it goes over awfully. Okay. Like we don't exactly handle criticism that well because of how much we've been criticized, that we always take it as, you know, we could never do a good job. Somebody always had to say something in order to say that we didn't do it as well as we could have. Okay, so there's a lot of like subconscious abuse in there that we have to let go of. So when we, live together, we have to remember, right, that we're sharing space. You have to remember, and it's not easy, and and that's why maybe the patience is in the future, because you have to learn, like, it is really hard to live alone. It's really hard to do anything alone. Okay, but sometimes it's even harder to learn how to work with somebody. Okay, but just because you have to learn doesn't mean that you can't learn. Okay, I think you're going to learn quite nicely, to be honest. Look at there's death on the bottom again. So double Scorpion energy. Okay, which is kind of kick-ass, because I do really feel like there's a lot of transformation here. Knight of Candles on the top of the deck that kind of just poked out. That's like some serious hardcore energy coming forward. That's strength. But sometimes the Knight of Wands can burn out quick. Okay. So it's almost like if you do, come tit for tat with this person, okay, Two of Wands in reverse, it's not going to be bad fights. Okay. It's going to be Seven of Swords in reverse. No one's going to steal anything. No one's going to fucking run their mouth. No one's, okay. 7, and then all these in reverse. Seven of Swords in reverse. Seven of Cups in reverse. Three of Needles in reverse. And then the 10 of Wands in reverse. Okay, no one's going anywhere. No one's going to pack their shit and leave in the middle of the night. Okay, it's not going to be like you're going to have to go out and buy them all this shit to make them feel better, or you're going to lose your company, or they're going to steal from you. Like, I don't see any of that in the cards. Okay, and then there's the Sun with the Tower, and then the 8 of Wands, and then the Queen of Wands in reverse. If anything happens, it seems like there's people that are willing to take responsibility, okay, for this Tower. And maybe you just don't see it because, again, you've been the only one that's cared about some of these projects, right? Like, it would be hard. Again, with the friends, oh, man, the episode I watched yesterday was, I think it was the day before. It was the Smelly Cat episode where Phoebe gets with this recording studio and they redo Smelly Cat, but then they take her whole voice out of it. Like, it's not going to be like that, Like, it's not going to be like, I get it, that's your baby. Like, Smelly Cat is her baby, right? And then, but she didn't, I don't know if she sold the rights to it or whatever. I don't know, but anyways, that's not really the point. But it's like, I get it that you think that somebody could massacre something. And that's just, you have to be able to stand up for yourself. You have to be able to stand your ground, and then also realize when change is necessary. Like if this partner, say this partner is like buying into your company or something, and they say like, listen, we should update a few things. And then you're like, what? Now you're going to change everything? And it's like, no, just going to up it a little bit. We're going to change it a little bit. We need to, stay in style, right? It's like you have to work with people. It's not even about compromising, right? Because compromising is bullshit. It's not about compromising. It's about working with people, and that you're not always going to get your own way with everything. But who's to say that once it's changed, you don't like it better? So Spirit is like, try not to be like stubborn, okay? Because stubborn people get nowhere. Okay, be patient, right? And even when I move things around in my room, okay, I had to move the aquarium. Oh my God, I moved a couple of sticks in the aquarium. I was so uncomfortable with the way that the aquarium looked for like 4 days. And I was like, Whitney, you don't live in it. Why do you care? And I'm like, I don't, because I got to look at it. But who cares if I have to look at it? It's not. And so I was losing the reason why the aquarium was there. It's not for the aesthetics. It's for my fish to fucking live in. Okay. So sometimes it's like, it's not about how good you think something looks. It's like, it needs to be workable. It needs to be functionable. Okay. So maybe somebody is going to turn non-functionable into functionable. Okay, my mother's like, she does that shit. She just like come into my apartment and be like, oh my God, you need to blah, 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 blah. And I just like, I was working so much. I'd be like, what the fuck, Mom? Whatever, just do it yourself. And then I come back to my apartment and I'd be like, damn, Mom, what the fuck you been doing since I've been gone? She'd have like the whole kitchen painted, my bathroom redone, and it would take a second to like look at it, but I'd be like, holy fuck, you did a good job. Like she, because I like her style. I know what my mom's capable of doing. So like I would just give her free reign sometimes. Cause again, I was working so much and she would just like paint my apartments because like I never wanted to do it. I'd like wait till my mom came and saw me and then she'd do it all for me. Right. Because again, oh man, with the work, I used to work so much, it was exhausting. So she would come and do that. And like, again, sometimes like, whoa, big change. But then, you start looking at it and you're like, okay, all right, I like it. I can do this. Right. Because change is always, why? Right. But we need it. We need it. We're fully capable of change. Okay. Collective. We're fully capable of it. So you just keep that in mind. Okay. Keep that in mind, that change is good. Change it's fresh. It's invigorating. It's necessary for life, okay? Without change, we wouldn't be here. They all look at me and they'll say, hey, look at him and where he is these days. Life is hard. They're just afraid to change. There's Blind Melon for you. That's the thing. People are so scared to change. And like, I don't know why, because I mean, change is the spice of life. It really is. Embrace it, bitches. Because life is going to change whether you want it to or not. That's another thing. It's like, that's like the tower comes down whether you want it to or not. So it's like, you either embrace the change or you get fucked when the change happens, right? So. I don't like this comment. That was creepy. All right, what are we at? 106.21. Boom. One more reading. One more reading, and then I'm gonna have my lunch, chill, and then I'll be back for round 2. All right, it's Friday, and it's Good Friday. Oh shit, I totally forgot. You know why? It's this bitch's birthday that I used to go to school with, and I fucking hate her. And I was like, Good Friday, of course it falls on your birthday this year, cunt. And so I don't care about Good Friday, but happy Good Friday, I guess. I don't know. Shalom. There you go. Oh my God! What the fucking fuck? This is what we started this whole goddamn reading with. This card. Where is it? It's right here. This was the very first card I opened up on this fucking reading today. Like, what the fuck? Really? We're going round 2? All right, we're going round 2. Here we go. Tower round 2. And Judgment. I forgot Judgment came out with it. Judgment and then the World. What are you going to choose? Hangman. Oof. Hangman. Okay, give me this tower. What's going on? Hierophant. Okay, you could be learning something. Justice in reverse. Oh, shit. You could have figured out something as a scam? Like you went to school. Oh, there was something on the fucking news the other day. Oh, thanks, baby. You too. All these kids went to this school that didn't exist. Honestly, look it up. I don't fucking know when it was or where it was or what it was about. But all I remember was all these kids, okay, well, not kids, like young adults, went to this school and it was total bullshit. Total bullshit. And then Judgment, it's like, I don't know, somebody's totally fucking fucked out there. That's like, that could be a cult leader. Ew, now I'm getting that, what's that? Ooh, what's Bashana? Oh, what's his fucking name? Bakana. Oh, okay. I don't know if you've ever seen, Dragon King? No, Tiger King? Tiger King? Is that what it is? Joe Schmo, that guy with like the fucking hair and everything. So okay, so he does this like segment on the guy with the elephant. Okay. He's like still exists, by the way. And he like thinks he's some fucking god to like, oh my god, okay, this guy's a fucking loser. Okay, for one, let me just say. Anybody that thinks they're a walking image of God, you are fucked, okay? Like, no, you're not. You're probably Satan. Anyways, okay, he thinks he's some fucking god guru, whatever. He's got like 9 wives. He fucking kills fucking cats all the time. He's got all this shit fucking in all these little homes and shit. He's like confined. Oh my god, I'm getting that guy. That guy is so fucking full of shit. And actually, they even did their little investigation on him too. I think that was in Tiger King. I think that whole investigation was in there. He did get investigated. Maybe he's gonna get investigated again. I fucking hate that guy. I even blocked him on Instagram. I was like, oof. I don't want you around. There's like certain celebrities I block and like certain idiots like that guy. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Ooh, I hate energies like that. Like, I'm God, hear me roar. Like, sit the fuck down, you fat fucking loser. Ugh. Okay, so now we have the 9 of Swords, which Judgment. Okay, so okay, I'm getting that this tower is a tower of lies. It also looks like a tree house. I just suddenly got a tree house. I don't know. Okay, this person is I mean, it's so peculiar how people can be so arrogant. Okay, and so like, I'm the only one, you can praise me, I'm here specifically for, like, it's just like, whoa, where do you get that power from? Like, I don't even want to fucking know. There's the Empress. Okay, we so far have the Hierophant, Justice, and the Empress. Okay, the only non-major card that's here's the 9 of Swords. This is like fucking powerful as fuck reading. Okay, I don't know who this is, but this little power tripping, I think I'm God, I need to teach these people. Wow. I think you just need to teach yourself how to not become somebody's bitch in jail. How about that? Like, they have really been hanging in this like energy. They possibly could have been keeping a lot of people from themselves. Okay. King of Cups. Oh my God. This is the guy. This is him. Oh, this is him. This is him. This is who he thinks he is. Okay. This is who he thinks he is. But he really wants people to be like this. Okay. He gets a lot of power off of putting food in people's mouths. And actually, we were thinking like there's a lot of like my sister's ex-husband that's been coming up. And what we noticed was, I worked with this guy back in the day who started working with me for my sister's husband at the time. And so we started like really, bonding. And I stopped working for her husband, but this other guy continued to work for him. And I found out that the guy who started working for him, he had known her husband for years, like since they were like kids or something like that. Okay. They basically grew up together. Anyways, the friend started stealing from my sister's husband. And, but what the whole part of the story that was left out was that he was stealing for his wife. Okay, so what we figured out was Dan, her ex-husband, just wanted to be on top. This is how he wants to look. He wants to look like he can give everybody everything and he can give people jobs, and he can give people this, but really, he's just covering up something. Okay, he's covering up this giant lie. And like, honestly, a lot of people that work for him actually could go to jail right now and don't know it. Okay, honestly, there's the Emperor underneath the deck. I saw it a couple times, but I chose not to take it because, oh my God, look at this. The Magician in reverse and then the fucking Chariot. Wow. This person is going straight to hell. Okay, so we really figured out that, like, okay, what this guy was stealing for his wife, Dan was saying he was giving him that stuff for free every month, blah, blah, blah. I shouldn't have stolen from him. But what we realized was he wants to play God. He wants to be like the doctor that says, this is your prescription. This is all I'm giving you. He wants people to fiend off of him. Okay, he wants, like that. Oh, now I'm getting this episode of The Shield where this pimp talks about how he can get women, and he's like, women have two holes, and as long as you fill one, then you can fill the other. And it was like, and then you take it away, and then she's got nothing. So it's like there are people that know how to fill an attic and then take it away and go and make that addict fucking sit there shaking until he gives it back to them, right? It's people wanting to play God. You see how the sign just fell? I feel like that's kind of these people's energy where they're going to fall off their tower, okay? They're going to fall down. Baby go boom. Right? Because they've been wanting to control. It's their sense of needing to control everybody and make it look like the guru when really you just want to be God. Like you just want people coming for you, fiending for you, asking for you, begging for it, right? And then you can just give them what you want every time. Like, that energy is infuriating to me, okay? That's the energies I've been dealing with my whole life, okay? Give a little and then you take it away, okay? It's so narcissistic, and people know that's fiends, okay? And like, not that I'm a fiend, but like even dangling food, and then saying you're not allowed to eat anything. If you eat anything in the kitchen, you're fucking grounded. Well, why do we have a kitchen full of food if we're not allowed to eat it? What the fuck is wrong with you, right? It's like holding something in front of collective and never being able to give them what they truly need, right? And they want to control it when you can probably grow it yourself or buy it yourself or be in control of it yourself, but they want to be the hand that feeds you. And like, that's fucking sick. Like, that's a fucking power trip gone wild, okay? That's beyond power trip. That's beyond power trip. This person is beyond sick, okay? That's some fucking, they need to go to jail and be fucking somebody's bitch. I did say jail before, did I not? Damn, I wouldn't be surprised if somebody goes to jail. There's the fucking moon. Like, I swear, is all the major arcanas coming out today? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 out of 10 cards? Like, there's only fucking 20 of these or 21 of these. Like, my God. Well, 22 including the Fool. Okay. Like, that's a fucking lot. That's like it's like majority rule. This person can't be some fucking little king anymore. Like, get off your fucking high horse and get the fuck down here, bitch. You're just like everybody else. Like, you're not better than anybody. I don't know. I don't even know why people think that. Just because you got more money than them or you got a nicer car than them, you're better than them? You're a fucking piece of shit. How are you better than that person? Their strength with the Page of with the Knight of Pentacles and the Six of Cups. So I feel like this person from the past, okay, they were, again, with this Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is the slowest knight. I find that ironic. The slowest knight. They put the slowest knight involved with bringing you what you need, knowing that it's going to take an eternity to get to you if they, pick the slowest Knight of Pentacle they can. Then they're basically guessing it's never going to get to you. And that's so weak. Okay, I was watching this video, and this tattoo artist, he goes, this client pissed me off, so I fucked with his tattoo. I was like, you don't deserve a tattoo. Like, I don't care if your client pisses you off, stop the tattoo, you get them up, you fucking leave. You don't piss all over your work. Why would you do that? Like, I mean, that's the thing, is people in powerful positions, right? That's like a fucking mother or a father taking something away from a kid. That tattoo artist is acting like that child, right? That can suddenly act like a parent, right? Treat their client like a child and fuck something up purposely for them. Like, that person was manipulated, which is why they now think that they can manipulate, even though they don't recognize that the manipulation that they endured, that they suffered under, wasn't ever supposed to be done to them either. So why the fuck are they doing it? And it's like, what is that person supposed to do? They don't even know the person's doing it. right? It's like it's such abuse of power, even with a tattoo gun. Like, that's disgusting. You deserve to fucking be thrown over a goddamn bridge, and then your hands get broken and you could never tattoo again, right? Like some things that we are gifted are a privilege, okay? And I say that a lot with driving. Driving is a privilege. You don't deserve to drive. You have to earn your right to drive, okay? And you got to earn your right to stay on those fucking roads, right? Like, or the universe will take your license away, and they'll begin with taking your car away, okay? It's plain and simple shit. Like, it's not difficult. I just don't understand, and it's not you. It's fucking people you're dealing with. It's always people collective be dealing with, okay? And honestly, we're all in this together, and we all deal with these fuck pads differently, because we all get dealt different ones every goddamn day. So take it or leave it. It's up to you. I hope it resonates with somebody. All right. Personal readings are in. They are going. whitneymoonshine@gmail.com. Hit me up. And if not, just enjoy the channel. And what are we at? 12013. Nice. 123. I'll probably be back later. I don't see why I wouldn't be, but you know, I have to say I don't promise it, because some could always come up and then I can't do it. So anyways, I might be back. If not, check it. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good Friday. Peace out.